So Arsenal got beaten by Paris Saint-Germain. They're out of the Champions League, and this is another bust of a season for Arsenal. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild their entire team. And how am I going to do that? Well, first of all, I need to pick players that I'm going to get rid of. I need to keep Saka. I need to keep Rice. And I need to keep Saliba. That's my spine. I'm also going to keep Raya as well. Like, that's the spine of the team. I can't touch them. Odegaard, on the other hand, he can go. I know he's the captain, and he is an integral part of the team, but I think I need to get rid of him. Having watched the legs of the Champions League games, honestly, Odegaard did absolutely nothing. He was kind of rubbish, to be honest. He was a little bit invisible. He was really frustrating against Real Madrid, especially in the second leg in the Bernabeu. Arsenal were having some brilliant phases of play, getting the ball out to Saka, and anytime Saka tried to play a 1-2 with Odegaard or any sort of play, Odegaard would just hold on to the ball for like way too long and then inevitably lose it. Honestly, Arsenal could have scored four goals in the Bernabeu, and Saka could have had a hat-trick, genuinely. So many times Saka could have gotten behind, but Odegaard just bottled it. So we're getting rid of him. We're also getting rid of Thomas Partey because he is a bad man. We're going to hold on to Jorginho. I mean, he's expiring anyway, so who cares? Jurriën Timber is a great one to hold on to be honest. He's 23 as well. Wow, he's young. I didn't realize he was 23. Okay, that's really good. Ben White, I might look at playing at centre back. I don't know if I'm actually able to do that. 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, so let's make him a centre back so he can play. He can be our backup centre back because, let's be honest, Kivior was actually very good in the Champions League this time. He really impressed me. But yeah, Ben White's definitely a better backup. Lewis Skelly is our beast of a defender. We need to give him a new contract. I'd love him to play. I'd like Calafiori to get minutes as well, but it's going to be hard to get them all minutes. They have so many left backs. They have like 4 viable left backs here. All bridesmaids, none of them particularly incredible. And then obviously Ethan Nwaneri. Well, what I'm going to do with Nwaneri is try and find a way to get him into the squad. Obviously, we can't play him at right wing because we have Bukayo Saka, and hell will freeze over before I drop him. But we're going to make Ethan Nwaneri a left winger, and I'm going to make the decision to try and sell Martinelli, and I'm going to make the decision to try and either make Trossard a striker or get rid of Trossard altogether. I might be able to make him a striker though. 336 weeks, never mind. Okay, in that case, I'm going to sell Leandro Trossard as well to try and raise some money. Marino's fine. He's fine for the moment. I think he's all right. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the decisions I've made. There are injuries on this team. Obviously, Gabriel, Havertz, and Jesus. All of them are garbage at football. We can't actually make any business quite yet because we're still in the Premier League. So we're going to sit to the end of the year. I'm assuming we'll qualify for the Champions League because, goddamn, if they bottle it from here, then I don't know what to say. So into the next season, we have a transfer budget of 280 million, which is obviously very, very good. We also have some youth academy talents, including a striker. Ibrahim Weston looks insane. Okay, I'm going to promote him to the first team. Everyone else, I think I'm just going to get rid of. I'm not going to do youth academy. I don't really want to emphasize it. It could be cool, actually, to just not buy a striker and to just play Ibrahim Weston up front. That could be fun, but it might be too much too soon for Weston. You know what I'll do? I'll try and send him out on loan. See if he can get really good really quickly. Potential to be special, so he's going to be one of the best players in the world. So we'll add him to the loan list. Kai Havertz is going. Goodbye, Kai. I don't care how much we bought you for. Your value's 36 million. Get out of here. Jesus is fine for backup, so we'll keep Jesus as our backup. Kai Havertz is not playing for Arsenal ever again. I don't care. Ethan Nwaneri is now a left winger. Nwaneri, sorry. First try. Don't even want to hear it. Let's get some coaches for this team. Okay, now that we have coaches, we should be all right for like development plans, but I'm not going to do them yet. I'm going to actually sell some players first. I think that makes the most sense. So let's begin simulating. Let's simulate a few days to start off, and let's see what offers we get, because I imagine we'll still get offers for players that we don't even have transfer listed. Okay, so Weston, we can delegate for a 2-year loan. We can get him out of here. Havertz, 5.9 mil, and Ben Seguir, I'm going to reject that. I'd rather just take money. Zinchenko can go. I don't care. Martinelli to Man United. They can have him. They can absolutely have him. I'll accept that offer from Atletico Madrid as well, just in case. United could always reject the offer. Kai Havertz to Southampton. Here we go. Good. Get him out of here. Send him down to the Championship. Wait. Yeah, the Championship. Yeah. Oh my God. Wait. let me check. Are Southampton actually relegated? They should be, right? They should be relegated. They are. They're in the Championship. Kai Havertz is going to the Championship. That is hilarious. Maybe finally he'll score 20 goals a season. Okay. Swap deal for Odegaard for Doku. I'm going to reject that because when we have Nwaneri and Saka and Trossard as well. Although we are selling Trossard, but I'm still going to reject it. I'd rather just get money. Swap deal again. I don't want to take swap deals, even though it is Celtic for Tierney. Borussia Dortmund for Trossard. Yeah, they can take him. Real Madrid as well. I'll accept that as well. Oh, wow. That's an interesting offer. Newcastle. 95.7 million and Joe Linton. Oh, God. That's not bad at all. I'm not going to take it, though. I'm not going to take it because we have money straight up from Bournemouth. Odegaard can go to the south of England. Lewis Skelly now. We're going to reject that. We need that boy. And we're up to 631 million in the budget. That's good, but we can do more sales. Flash sale at Arsenal. Everything must go. Mikel Merino, 53.8 million for Merino. Yeah, I'll take that, actually. I know I said it was a bit iffy on Merino, but that is actually a pretty decent offer. Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm never selling that boy. Reece Nelson to Al Hilal. I don't really care, to be honest. Bit of a shame about Reece Nelson. I kind of expect him to be better than he is. It's no big deal, though. Okay, so I'm going to actually keep doing this until we get to the 1st of August, and then I'm going to start buying players. We can get Reece Nelson out of here for 1 year to Al Hilal. He can go and sun himself in Saudi Arabia. He's more than welcome to do that. We do have a lot of contracts to do as well. I'm going to do this first before we spend any money, even though this is going to cost. There are some players I don't care about though. Nuno Tavares I will do. Kieran Tierney I won't. Karl Hein I won't. Tomiyasu, yeah, go on. He is decent backup. And then let's do some big contracts as well. So like William Saliba, Fabio Vieira, yeah, go on, I'll do Fabio Vieira. Bukayo Saka as well. This is going to cost a lot of money though. I do want to spend this money on actual players. I think Gabriel Magalhaes as well. Okay, so we're down to 664 million now, but that's okay. So let's do exactly what I said I'd do. Let's start off with a centre back probably. Although, yeah, see, now we have Gabriel and Saliba, so we're fine for centre back. Let's make Ben White actually a centre back. He's up to an 85 overall. That's good, but he is just going to be backup, and I don't care. How long is he on contract for? 2 years, 11 months. Okay, that's fine. I checked his contract because I'm pretty sure he'll be unhappy about sitting on the bench, but I don't care. Okay, I'm going to keep Hein as a backup goalkeeper. I don't actually need Tomiyasu or Tierney or Tavares, actually, to be honest. I only really need Calafiori, White, and Kivior. But for the starting 11, Lewis Skelly is fine for the moment at left back, but I kind of want to get someone better. He didn't do amazing in the second leg against PSG. He made a few mistakes, but it would be harsh to drop him. I think he's so good. I really rate him, so we're going to keep him in there. But we do need 2 new midfielders, that's for sure, and we need a number 9. I'm going to keep Nwaneri on the left wing as well. So we're going to have Lewis Skelly and Nwaneri working together, trying to, you know, build a little bit of a partnership. Maybe even something similar to the way Saka and Timber have been partnering, which has been really, really good for Arsenal, actually. So that's the focus. 2 centre mids and a striker. Let's at least get that in. So let's sign a guy that's a bit out of favour at Real Madrid. Let's sign Endrick. He's on that same trajectory as like Nwaneri and Miles Lewis Skelly, as in they're both young players with excellent potentials. Maybe Endrick has more potential, but still, you know what I mean? They have excellent potential, so we'll sign them all, I think. Let's go and get Endrick for sure up front. And then about midfield, yeah, we might have to take 1 step backwards this year to take 2 steps forward next year. So I'm going to try and sign young guys with super high potential, although we do have the money to go out and just buy some world-class midfielders. So maybe we should just go and do that instead. And when I say world-class, I mean it. How about Vitinha? Yes, he plays for PSG and he just knocked Arsenal out of the Champions League, but he is unbelievable. And I think he's exactly what Arsenal need. He's a tempo setter, he's a metronome, he's a playmaker. And while Declan Rice is great, having sold Odegaard, Arsenal do kind of need that. So Vitinha would be perfect. And then Endrick up front as well, just to sit in the box and poach. Play football like it's 1957, you know what I mean? We can get Endrick to do that, no problem. So that works. And then what about a third midfielder? So we have our playmaker and we have Declan Rice to also kind of make runs beyond, but then also hold. So maybe we can get like just a box-to-box animal in midfield. So how about Eduardo Camavinga? I think that's a good option. Yeah, he starts week in, week out with Real Madrid, but Real Madrid have such a surplus of talent. I feel like if you made a good offer for Camavinga, Arsenal could probably sign him. And it does balance out the midfield really well. Camavinga is just an absolute weapon. Plus, he's so versatile, he can play anywhere. But we want him in midfield. You can also swap roles with Declan Rice if you want to play Declan Rice in the 8 and Camavinga in the 6. That's more than perfectly fine. So let's sign up these 3 guys at least. We're going to have loads of money spare, so we're going to be able to make some massive signings. But let's get going with this. Okay, the signings are done. Eduardo Camavinga I picked up for about 80 million. Vitinha was about 110, which is unsurprising because he's like an incredible midfielder. And then Endrick I managed to get for about 50 million. That leaves us with a total of 400 million left in our transfer budget. As you can see, 409 million. But it also completes our starting 11. So we would have Vitinha and Camavinga, and that looks lovely. In when Arsenal have been playing, they've been playing Odegaard on the right hand side of the midfield here beside Bukayo Saka, and well, we can play Camavinga here. Beautiful stuff. And now we have a 9. We have a number 9. He's a young guy with massive potential, and he's a pure goal scorer. This looks really, really good to me. I also think Nwaneri deserves to start. I genuinely think he's just better than Martinelli. Yeah, I like this. I really, really like this. I think next season could be a huge breakout year for him, so I'm kind of giving him his opportunity as manager. There are other issues with this team, I think, like just the fact that they're kind of young. Like these guys are young, even the likes of like Bukayo Saka is young. I mean, Saliba's 24, Rice is still 26. With regards to trajectory though, like Rice 29, he doesn't quite fit in with the trajectory of this team, as in they're all really young and then Raya's like 29. By the time these guys hit their prime, Raya's going to be like 33, 34, which actually is fine for a goalkeeper, so maybe he is actually okay. Okay, but now it's time to fill out the rest of the team. So we have Jesus as our backup striker. Do we need a backup winger? I don't know. Fabio Vieira is fine for backup midfield. Sambi Lokonga is good as well. Reece Nelson is good as a backup winger as well. I would like just a backup CDM, and I think I want to make Reece Nelson like a pure winger as well. But I do like this, although I think we're trying to loan out Reece Nelson actually. Can I block the offer? No, I've already accepted the loan. Okay, so we are losing Reece Nelson, so I do need a backup winger and I need a backup CDM. Okay, that I can find. That's not a problem. I also kind of want a backup center mid as well. I feel like we can do better than Sambi Lokonga and Fabio Vieira, so let me have a look for that. Okay, here are the options that I found. For wingers, I have 2. I have Jamie Bino Gittins from BVB Borussia Dortmund, and then also Ansu Fati from Barcelona, obviously. I think I'm going to go with Bino Gittins just because he's a bit higher rated. In midfield, I have Pablo Barrios for center mid, and then for CDM, Johnny Cardoso. All these guys should probably cost about 120 million in total for all 3 of them. Other than that, Oh, we don't really need anything else. Maybe another backup goalkeeper. That could actually work for us. Yeah, let me look for a backup goalkeeper as well, because Hein isn't incredible. I would like someone a little bit better to sit on the bench for us. Let's have a look here now. Bundesliga. Marcin Bulka looks good, but I'd rather get someone younger. Jean Garcia looks nice. 82 overall, though. Guillaume Reste is a great option, although I don't want to decimate his potential. Okay, let's just go with Jean Garcia. I guess that makes the most sense. So it'll probably cost about 150 million for the 4 players that we're going to sign, or the 5 players even. No, the 4 players. So let me sign these guys up. Let me put them on the bench, and let me keep rebuilding this team. Okay, and with those squad signings done, we can add them to the bench. So Bino Gittins comes onto the bench, as does Barrios. So does Cardoso. I can put, I suppose Fabio Vieira can go here. I would like to make him an out-and-out centre mid, though. That would be nice. And then Garcia comes onto the bench as well. All of a sudden, this bench is very, very strong. I need to make Bino Gittins an official winger. I'm going to make him a right winger because he already has left winger as one of his alternate positions. I need to make Fabio Vieira a centre mid. Other than that, the bench is really, really solid. The starting 11 is very, very good as well. Yeah, I don't know what to do about Lewis Skelly. I don't know if I should wait. Like, I have 250 million. I can go out and buy one of the best left backs in the world. Nwaneri and Endrick I am keeping. Lewis Skelly might be a little bit too young for this rebuild. Although I don't think it's necessarily unrealistic that Arsenal go out and buy another fullback this year, despite the fact they have Ben White and Jurriën Timber and Miles Lewis Skelly. I could actually still see them buying a left back. Like I said, they have loads of bridesmaids, but no brides, you know. They have a few really, really good ones, but nobody that's particularly incredible. And the example would be Milos Kerkez, 21 years old, 83 overall. He's exactly the example of a Premier League trusted left back that's already got that level, you know, to his game. So I think we might try and approach to buy Milos Kerkez, and we'd still have like 200 million in the bank. So we would buy Kerkez for, let's try 44 million, and they just say yes straight away. We're still going to have 200 million. So who should I spend that money on? I'm not sure. Okay, and now that Milos Kerkez is signed, we have so many left backs. I could sell Calafiori, Tierney, and Tavares, and honestly Kivior. So I'm going to add them to the transfer list as well, quite frankly, because they're not needed. So, well, Tierney's contract is expiring, so let's give him a new contract and then add him straight to the transfer list. Same as Nuno Tavares. Same as, well, actually, no, we can keep Calafiori. I don't want to lose Lewis Skelly, so I'm not going to. I suppose I'll keep Kivior as well as a backup. Yeah, it's probably the right thing to do. But yeah, we can definitely sell Calafiori, or Tavares and Tierney. Tavares is worth 22 million. Tierney's worth 12, so that's a bit of extra money we could buy one of the best players in the world with. Should I get a striker with this money? Honestly, I don't think so. Should I get a winger with this money? Yeah, really I should. Okay, with Kerkez in the team now, I think it's time to make a massive splash. Like, we have 200 million. I can't just leave it sitting around. Jurriën Timber is excellent at right back. I don't want to lose him. It might have to be Nwaneri. He might have to make way. I'm not sure. But with 200 million, I can't just leave it sitting around. So let me look into left wingers. Let me see if I can find a winger that kind of suits that Arsenal way of playing. Someone that's really good in one-on-one situations, can get to the byline and get the ball into the box. Let me see. And I found my man, Nico Williams. Definitely a great option for this. Great pace, great dribbling. He can get that ball into the box. 5-star weak foot, so he can go both ways. Let's sign this guy up. This guy's going to be our winger for sure. Nwaneri is unfortunately going to have to go to the bench, but we do have Endrick up front, so we do have a little bit of a project to work on for sure. So let's offer 100 million for Bilbao's best. 103 is what I'll offer next. Let's knock it down a little bit. And 110, I'm just going to say yes to that. He will be our last signing. We don't need anyone else. We have the bench. We have the players to make a difference this year. The rebuild is almost finished. Let's sign up Nico Williams to this contract. Okay, and now with Nico Williams signed up to the team, I'm going to need to make him an actual left winger, but that should be no issue. There we go, 2 weeks, lovely stuff. And with Nwaneri, I'm going to have to loan him out. I can't keep him here for nothing. I'm also going to do the same thing with Miles Lewis Skelly, because I can't just have him sitting on the bench. And there we go. Nico Williams is now a starter. This is going to be the team that we attack our first season with. I really, really like it. I'm a big fan of this team. I think it's really well balanced. I in particular actually really like the midfield, because there's goals in this midfield as well with Rice and Vitinha. I mean, Camavinga can put a chance away as well if needed. And the flexibility of Camavinga, we're going to harness that. We're going to let Rice push right up the pitch and go and attack if he sees the opportunity, and Camavinga can hold the midfield. Realistically, Vitinha wouldn't be the worst at holding the midfield either, should the other two get up the pitch. I mean, defensively, Arsenal have always been solid, so we're going to keep Saliba and Gabriel. Why would we move them? Starboy, we're keeping him on the wing because he's like one of the best wingers in the world. Like, I'd be dumb to get rid of him. Up front, we're trying to attack down the wings, and Endrick is just going to sit in the box and take any chance that comes his way. He is also going to have the opportunity to drop in a little bit so these midfielders can make runs beyond the striker. But the second that ball gets out to any of the wingers, Endrick needs to be on the last man in the box as quickly as possible. All right, lovely, lovely. This looks good. So now that we have our squad, let's actually do the development plans, I guess that kind of makes sense. There are still players that I want to sell to raise a little bit more money, and I can just spend that money either in January or I can spend it next season, but I don't really plan on necessarily needing it. Okay, all development plans are done. Contracts for Kyle Hine. I suppose I'll just do Hine. I have the spare money. Castori, I don't actually know who this guy is. I'm just going to let him go. We might as well do Gabriel Jesus. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, lovely. I'm fine with what we have then. I'm really, really fine with what we have. We still have more business to do, like I said. Reece Nelson is on the way out, so we're going to let him go. Otherwise, though, we are ready to go. I'm going to loan out Lewis Skelly. I'm going to loan out Nwaneri. Loan out Nwaneri. There we go. English is not my first language, obviously. Nwaneri can go on loan to Chelsea. Yeah, we're doing a Jadon Sancho here. Send him out for 2 years. Gabriel Jesus transfer offer. I'm going to block that. We're keeping Jesus for our bench. Kieran Tierney can go to Bournemouth as well. He can join forces with Martin Odegaard, or he can go to Sevilla, whatever he wants. Nwaneri, a 1-year loan. Okay. 1 year to Nottingham Forest. I'm going to try and get 2 years out of Palace, but 1 year guaranteed is pretty good. Calafiori for that amount of money I'm going to block because we need him, but Tavares can go to Manchester United. Jurriën Timber we are keeping. Lewis Skelly, loan to buy to Feyenoord. Yeah, the Dutch league for developing talent is very good. Also, we could send him to Athletic Club, exactly where we got Nico Williams from. Okay, there we go. Lewis Skelly's going to be gone for 2 years. Nwaneri, yeah, 2 years from Crystal Palace is accepted. Ben White offer we're going to reject. Nuno Tavares can... I'm not swapping out for a centre mid. He can go to Manchester United. We've already gained up to 95 million now. We'll probably gain a little bit more. I could again buy someone else. Like, I could buy a striker instead of Endrick. I could sell Jesus, actually. Put Endrick on our bench and then buy a striker, but I don't really want to do that. I really want to invest in Endrick because he could be really good for us, even though we are up to 143 million. But I can save that till next season. Okay, those moves are now done. Let's make Bino Gittins a right winger, and now Nico Williams is a left winger. Put him on inside forward to improve his shooting. We could put Gittins on wide playmaker to try and get him down the wing and get balls into the box should we need him, and we definitely will. Especially with European competition and everything like that, depth is going to be vital, so let's make it good. This is our bench, and it is pretty nice. I actually don't love Vieira, to be honest, but he is okay. It's fine. He's 80 overall. He's the same rating as everyone else. But anyway, the starting 11 is really, really good. Really, really good. I'm very, very happy with this. Let's go and make a dent in the league this year. I really want to win the Premier League, but obviously the Champions League is the ultimate goal. But generally, I want to win both. So let's go to January and let's see if we can make a run at either competition. Okay, I'm back in January now to look at the team. We are second. Villa have had a breakout season. Go on, Aston Villa. All right, they're 3 points clear at the top, which is very negligible halfway through the season. There's still so much more football to play, so we're definitely right up there in the title fight. In the Champions League group phase, we are 19th. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. We are really struggling. Okay, that's all right though, because the team is, whoa, yeah, the team is getting way better. Saliba and Gabriel are still the same overall, which is a little bit worrying. I think Ben White is actually contesting that starting spot. Gabriel Jesus +4 as well. Is he starting up front? No, I think Endrick actually is, but Endrick has no stamina. Okay, that's okay. Vitina's up to a 91. He's really good. Jurriën Timber 82 rated. Okay, maybe we do need to work on the defense next year because Kirkes is flying. Raya is doing well as well. The bench is, in itself is just very, very solid. Kivior is somehow getting minutes, so I'm livid with that. But no, the team is actually really, really good. It's just not really clicking for us right now, and I don't really know what I can do about that. There's not much, to be honest. I suppose we'll simulate the last 2 group phase games, but we do need wins to just guarantee we get through here to the preliminary rounds. Okay, first game here against Sporting. Of the 2 that we need wins, and we lose to Sporting, bro. Okay, maybe I need to buy someone in this transfer window then, especially if we struggle in this game. But even if we win this game, it's probably good if I get someone. Okay, playoffs give a second chance. That probably means we got through. It's a 1-1 draw though, so we end the group phase with 2 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. Even though we're doing really well in the Premier League, and now Liverpool are top, we're still not safe in the Champions League. 22nd, we did get through, but barely. Okay, it is still January, and I do have money left over from summer, so I need to buy someone. And in the Champions League, what is our problem? Is it scoring goals or is it conceding goals? 12 goals for 10 goals again. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. We're basically doing average for where we're supposed to be. Endrick I'm not selling because he's very high potential. Jurriën Timber though, I could get a right back. There is a guy I could get as well. He'd be a similar age to Gabriel Magalhaes, but he would be perfect for this team. And his name is Jules Koundé. 96 million for the Frenchman, but I could actually see this working out if we get Koundé. An extra 6 overall, and we have the money to spend, and honestly we need it, especially if we want to dominate in Europe and in the Premier League. So let's approach to buy Jules Koundé. If we offer 90 million, what will they say? They say yes straight away. Okay, lovely. It's going to be the biggest signing of the January transfer window, but it's absolutely essential for us. We absolutely need a right back, and there's no other way of putting it. We just need a bit more quality. Timber is great and all, but we need a step up. In real life, we wouldn't be selling Timber because he's basically one of the best right backs in the world, and I'm still not going to sell Timber. I'm just going to relegate him to the bench. Jules Koundé probably is the best right back in the world, so we're going to be signing him and using him for sure. But I can actually see this as a realistic transfer, potentially, if Arsenal for some reason felt like they needed another fullback. So Jurriën Timber takes Tomiyasu's place on the bench, and then at right back it would be Jules Koundé, and that defense all of a sudden looks a lot more strong. Actually, yeah, the whole team looks a lot more solid now. I didn't really want to lose Timber so quickly, but now we're just kind of waiting on Endrick to get better. Maybe I'm a bit impatient, or maybe I'm just using the money that I have available to me. Either way, this team is incredible. I have I've tried to keep the spine of the team with the centre-back, goalkeeper, and Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, but I've also added to the team, trying to maintain that Arsenal philosophy. Let's see if we can keep going, and let's see if we can challenge a bit more in the Champions League. First of all, we have the preliminary phase. Who are we playing in that? It's going to be Celtic, definitely winnable. We'll see how we do in that. So let's go to one would be the Champions League semi-final. So it'll be Monday, April the 27th, preparing for Tuesday, Wednesday to be the Champions League. And let's see if we're there. Whether we are or not, I'm not sure. I just want to contend this year, and then next year can kick on and dominate. Back in April, and we're not in the Champions League. We got through against Celtic 6-2 on aggregate, but then we fell to PSG again for the second year in a row. And it's the exact same results as well. We lost 1-0 in the first leg, and we lost 2-1 in the second leg. Oh my God. And again, we're second in the Premier League behind Liverpool by 6 points, although this time we do have a game in hand, and we're closer, and it's possible we could come back. We don't have Liverpool to play, and we are in the FA Cup final. Okay, so this is a better season than last year. That's good. How good is the team? Endrick's up to an 82. Williams is 90 rated, so is Camavinga now. The two centre-backs are increasing in overall as well. That's good. Kunde has been good for us. But man, PSG, bro. They're starting to annoy me. They actually are. Let me see here about Endrick. He's gone up 3 overall this season. He's on the right development plan. I just need to kind of leave him and make sure he just keeps getting better. Camavinga's +5, +3. Yeah, look, everyone is up some overall. I do need to do Kunde's development plan, right? Yeah, he's on balance technically. Okay, let me put him as wing back. Our most valuable player is Eduardo Camavinga in midfield. Okay, we found a beast here. Saka's only up 1 overall as well. Definitely the signings we made were good decisions, but we need to sim out the season now. Let's go to the final day and see what we're doing in the Premier League. Here we go on the final day. We lost the FA Cup final to Manchester City, and we just bottle jobs in our genetics because we didn't win a single game in May. Oh my God. 3 draws, 1 loss. Not even close to the title. If we lose this game, we could get beaten in the league by Spurs, and we don't win it. Oh my God. Luckily for us, Spurs bottled it as well. Actually, they just didn't have the goal difference. It's an El Clasico Champions League final. We love that, but yeah, we just beat Spurs on goal difference. Jesus. Okay, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I don't know what else I can do with this team, bro. This team is ridiculous. We just got to go to next season and try and find a way to make it work. Let's see how much money we have next year to mess around with this team. Maybe make some additions. So this season, everyone's away on international duty. Okay, but we're going to have decent money, obviously, because we are Arsenal and we are strong. 257 million to mess around with. Okay, here's what I want to do. If we look at our highest rated our highest rated players, I kind of spoiled what I was going to do there. Goalkeeper. That's what I think we need. He's 86 rated as David Raya. He's better in 44 weeks. I want like a 90 rated goalkeeper. Our lowest rated starter is Milos Kerkez, but he's also one of our highest potential players. So there's no point in buying a new left back. He's also probably one of the best left backs in the world. So there's no point. There's not much more I can do with the starting 11 other than buy a goalkeeper. Rice gets better in 11 weeks, but make it 7 weeks actually. Jesus, make it 5 weeks. Woo! Go on, Decky boy. Does that mean I need to do development plans? It probably does. I mean, it is a new season. It's always good habits to do a development plan cycle every season. William Saliba goes up in 7 weeks as well. So our centre backs are going to keep increasing in overall, which is exactly what we want to see. Reece Nelson is back from his loan spell. We're going to have a few other players back from the loan spells, including Ethan Ranieri, up to an 81 overall. We're just going to keep him at this point. I think he'll sit on our bench, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for him. It's fine for us. We get a great player on our bench. Right beside Bino Gittins and, well, Gabriel Jesus. And then Endrick is the last one we have to do. He gets better in 8 weeks if we make him an advanced forward. That seems pretty good to me. Get him to 5-star skills and all that. Very nice. Actually, yeah, obviously Endrick's the lowest rated of our starters. But other than Endrick, David Raya is the lowest rated of our starters. So let's go out and buy ourselves a really, really good goalkeeper. I'm going to do a little bit of scouring, see if I can find anyone incredible. All right, I found a guy, Nilo Leo, 85 rated 20-year-old from Bayer Leverkusen. Technically, he's lower rated than David Raya, and he's actually the same rating as our backup goalkeeper, but his potential is going to be way, way higher. Plus, there's not really any other keeper options for us. There's like Jan Oblak and Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but they're going to start declining in overall soon, so there's no point in really buying them. I think I'm going to pursue this guy. This would be our big signing of this window. This guy's potential is so good, though, that I have to go for it. Let's offer 100 million. They want 112 with a bit of a sell-on. We'll remove the sell-on, but I don't mind paying that price, and they say yes. Lovely. He only wants to be a sporadic player, but he's going to be a bit more than that, I think. We'll give him a 4-year deal, and he'll say yes to that. That's excellent. And we can put him on 100 grand a week. He should be pleased with that, and he certainly is. And with Nino Leo in the club, we can now sell one of our goalkeepers, because now we have 3 really good goalkeepers. We don't need 3. We only really need 2. We don't even need 2. We only need 1 good one and 1 half good, and we have 3 good goalkeepers. So like Garcia can now go onto the reserves. Honestly, we could look at selling Garcia, or even potentially selling Raya. Let's have a look and see who's more valuable. Whoever's more valuable, I'll just sell, because I don't mind. And it's gonna be David Raya. Barely, but it is David Raya, so we're gonna add him to the transfer list. Other than him, I don't want to sell anyone, to be honest. Pretty happy with the team that we have. If we sell David Raya, we're still gonna have substantial amounts of money. We could even have over 200 million, so I could go out and buy somebody else again. And Manchester City want David Raya. They can take him. Samuel Konga to Brentford. I'm fine with that as well, because we don't even really need him. He's on our reserves. I'd like a better backup centre mid, though. Although, to be fair, I can just play Nwaneri on the bench. Yeah, he might be a better option. And he can actually also technically play center mid as well. It is one of his positions, so it does kind of work, although he's going to be like -6, yeah, but he can still technically play there, so we don't even really need a backup center mid. Once Raya is gone, I don't know what we do. I guess I could have a look for some really good wonder kids, because there are a few that did catch my eye for sure, and there is an offer for Eduardo Camavinga. We're going to block that. We are keeping Camavinga. There's no way I'm selling that boy. Okay, and the deal is done to sell David Raya. That leaves us with a total of 219 million in the current budget, and I guess we buy a number 9. Like, I kind of wanted to develop Endrick, but I mean, Endrick just slides onto our bench. Jesus just goes onto our reserves. I suppose we'll just put Hein up there as a placeholder, but we could get a number 9. We have 200 million. Let me see if I can find some young prospect that's even better than Endrick, and he's higher rated with more potential. Let's just have a look, because there are a few wonder kids that took my eye. Okay, I did find someone, but he is the same rating, or it's actually 1 rating higher, there you go, than Endrick. His name is Jorge Guterres. There's also these 2 guys, especially Jesus Montero. 84 million, but an 189 million release clause means Barcelona thinks he's going to be pretty good at football. Also, Basile Blanchard, 77 rated at 16. He looks ridiculous, but Jorge Guterres is exactly what we need, and he's probably the best wonder kid out of all 3 of these guys, so we're going to sign him up. We'll offer 90 million for the Portuguese striker. They want Nwaneri. I like Ethan Nwaneri too much. I don't want to do that to him. I don't want to send him out to Al Tawoun. So we'll put him on 91.4 mil. They want and a big salon clause. I'll remove the salon clause, but I'll say yes to the transfer fee, and they take it. Lovely. Okay, there we go. It's done. Guterres is signed up. That's an excellent signing. This is what happens when you get into a new season of career mode. There's some excellent wonder kids available, and Jorge Guterres is exactly what we need. I'm going to keep the other 2 guys just on the short list. If for whatever reason we need to sell Vitinha or Camavinga, we have the preparation there. Guterres can start up front. Hendrick on our bench. This bench is really solid now, and now our starting 11 is just that bit better, with maybe a bit more potential up front. Who knows? Right, let me stick everyone that I just bought on development plans. So Nilo Leo is going to get better in 11 weeks. Jesus, okay. Now Jorge Guterres gets better in 16 weeks. Lovely stuff. Everyone else we've already looked over, so we're just ready to go here. I do need to renew contracts though. Let's do Gabriel Jesus for 2 years. I guess we'll do Reece Nelson as well. And let's see some of our big contracts as well. So Declan Rice we absolutely need. Jakob Kivior is not that good at football, but we'll renew his contract anyway. Ben White 1 year, no problem. Fabio Vieira, I guess. Jurian Timber takes a rotation contract. That's exactly what we want from him, to be honest. Weston is up to a 72 overall, by the way. He's up substantially, and he's going to keep getting better. Miles Lewis-Skelly's now officially a gold card as well. Everyone else we don't need to really bother with, and we are honestly ready to go. The majority of the rebuild is kind of done. I've bought the players that I want. This is the team that I want to play with, and this is the team that I think can win the Champions League. Let's go to January again. Let's see if we can break into that top 8 in the Champions League to show that we are a real serious threat. All right, back in January, and we are 3rd in the league. Okay, I mean, it's still fairly early in the season, you know. Plenty of time left. Spurs are top of the league, and they will not finish top of the league because it's Spurs. In the Champions League, we are 2nd. Yes, we are not pretenders. We are contenders this year. Let's go. Surrounded by the 2 Milan teams of AC and Inter, alongside Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, Liverpool, and Slavia Praha. Okay, shout out Prague, I guess. Okay, halfway through the season, we're actually doing really well. I'm very happy with that. This is what the team looks like. Guterres is flying, but he's not starting. Endrick is starting. Oh, let's go. The Endrick Renaissance. All right, the man wants to play. Endrick can play. The rest of the team is flying up on overall as well. Kirk has 88. Leo 88 as well. Definitely a good decision to sign him. Our highest rated player is Vitinha in midfield, 92 overall. Wow. But we also have 4 other players that are 91 rated, as well as Kunde at a 90. So this team is exceptional. Who's our most valuable player? It's Eduardo Camavinga, then Vitinha. Camavinga's more valuable even though he's lower rated because he's 24 and Vitinha's 26. And then Nico Williams on the wing because Saka Saliba. You can read. You didn't need me to read it out for you, but let's go. I'm buzzing with that. I didn't really want to get rid of Endrick. I signed Guterres kind of out of necessity, but nah, the Endrick revival is on. Lovely stuff. We're going to close it out as well in the Champions League. We're going to do well. Let's go to March and see what we have in the round of 16. Okay, we have Athletic Club. It's going to be Nico Williams against his old team. We're in the Carabao Cup final against Spurs, and we're still in the FA Cup. We're doing well here in competition, but let's keep it rolling. Come on, the boys. First game, Vitinha man of the match. 1-1 draw away. We'll take that. Athletic Bilbao is a tough place to go, unless you're Manchester United, in which case it's really easy. All right, let's see if we can take the second leg at home in the Emirates. Come on, the boys. It's a 2-0 win. It's a Nico Williams brace against his old club. Let's go. That's why we signed him. All right, let's keep on simulating. Can we win the Carabao Cup? Surely we beat Spurs. North London Derby final. Oh my God, bro. How did we lose that, bro? We are top of the league now, though, by the way. We are still, 1 point clear with a game in hand. And we're in the Champions League quarterfinal. So, you know, stuff's going on here. Stuff's happening. FA Cup as well. We're doing well. Let's play against Bergo. Here we go. Bergo. Did I call him Bergo? Bergamo. Because I speak English and it's my first language. We beat Luton. Let's go. First leg against Bergamo Calcio in Atalanta 2-1. Kevin De Bruyne Bruyne. What the hell? Why is De Bruyne playing for Atalanta? I did not expect that, man. It's like WWE. Just like, it's like just normal fights going on, and then John Cena comes out of nowhere. What the hell? Good news is today we're home at the Emirates. Back at the Fortress. It's just listed as the Arsenal Stadium in this game. But let's see if we can come back and win against Bergamo. We do! Let's go. And goals from our entire front three. Nico Williams, Endrick, and Bukayo Saka on the right wing. Let's go. And we're into a Champions League semi-final. Here we go. And in the Champions League, it's Inter Milan. Okay, I like that. I'll take that for sure. And it's going to be AC and Real Madrid in the other leg. Where are PSG? Oh, they got bounced by Real. Okay. But let's see if we can beat the current Champions League finalists from this year, of course. We're in the FA Cup final as well now, by the way. And it's against Spurs again. We lost Carabao Cup final to them. Let's see if we can beat them this time. We do win 3-2 against Inter as well. So that's a great first leg. And we win again in the Premier League. Right, let's finish this off now against Inter. Come on, the boys. 1-1 draw. We take that for sure. Go from Saka and Lautaro. That's all we needed. We're in a Champions League final. We're in a Champions League final. Oh my god. Here we go. FA Cup final. Can we win it? Let's go. 3-1 win. We beat Spurs in the final. I mean, they did win the Carabao Cup, but we won the FA Cup. We got revenge. Man City won the Europa League. Bro, come on. We don't care about no Europa League. We're in a Champions League final against Real Madrid, and we won the Premier League. 85 points. And you know what? We're about to make it 88. Oh, never mind. I mean, we were already on the beach. 86 points. Premier League winners. FA Cup winners. And now Champions League final time. Can we do a treble? I did not expect that at the start of this season, but here we go. This is it. Heading into the Champions League final, this is the team with Leo in net. 90 overall. Finished 21-year-old goalkeeper. We have Kirkez 89, 92 Saliba, 89 Gabriel, and 90 overall Jules Koundé, with a midfield three of 92 Camavinga, 89 Declan Rice, and 93 Vitinha. And then the front three, we have Nico Williams 92 rated, Bukayo Saka 91 rated, and Endrick leading the line 87 overall, with still so much potential and so much room to grow. Fingers crossed we never see it though. Fingers crossed we win this game. Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Can we become Champions League winners? Yes, we can. A 3-2 win. Let's go. The rebuild is done. Mbappe missed a penalty. Endrick and Williams Jr. Endrick against his old club does the business, and we win the Champions League, and we win the treble. Please hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Check out this video next. It's tailored to your taste. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time.